we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hokies offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just
turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollack. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Touchdown time! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding an escape route.
Nice job keeping it on the option there at the quarterback position. You know defensively when you're playing the Hokies, you better be ready for an athletic quarterback that's going to give you nightmares. Just think about Michael Vick, maybe the greatest ever at college. and the most electrifying runner we've ever seen at the position. His brother Marcus was good at it. Even Tyrod Taylor would run the option and hurt defense.
He's got it inside the 25. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Clark. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. He stuck the last drive in the... They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 1st down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Looking for a man. It's Madden. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's a heat.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts off. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up in different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying the left side. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Play of the period, first down here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when the QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too, and the
breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible, because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And the Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. Didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. You need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Breaks the tackle, and he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Unloads it left. Complete in the middle. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half guy.
Looking for the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams.
There he goes. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Get set.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to throw it again. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Bama! Fitted in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down to possession.
Turning it on! Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, it's Madden. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after a short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking downfield very late in the half. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't get him to the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Buys a little time with his feet. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Reese, never a doubt. He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run the toss. At midfield, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the last time time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what you...
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for space. It's Clark. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Find some fresh air. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Might as well give it to him again. Shows him the stiff arm. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers But now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll try the left side. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. There he goes. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
It's a seam wide open at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Extending the play. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with a ceiling touchdown. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledge.